damit hallo. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4 erneut. Laden wir nochmal das Spiel. So, ja, beim letzten Mal sind wir hier bis vor St. Ursula's Medical College gekommen, wo wir dann die Nachricht bekommen haben, als ich noch ein Stückchen weitergehen wollte. Hey yo, wenn weiter geht's für die Hauptstory weiter. Und das klang für mich so, hey, so Mini-Point of No Return. Deswegen habe ich an der Stelle beendet, weil ich ja eigentlich noch Geld farmen wollte. So. Allerdings habe ich herausgefunden, es gibt keine Farmmethode mehr für Geld. Also dass die Lebensmittel kostenlos, nicht kostenlos, aber günstig Lebensmittel einkaufen, kochen und dann für deutlich teurer verkaufen, geht leider nicht mehr. Deswegen habe ich kein Geld gefarmt. Und weiter kleine Info, das betrifft eigentlich nur alle, die hier im Stream schauen. Ich werde circa, ich würde mal sagen, circa alle 2 Stunden plus minus ein bisschen was und immer eine kurze Pause machen, um auf Toilette zu gehen und so weiter. Ihr wisst, dies, das. Dann gehen wir mal weiter. Genau, investigate the building. Ah. Oh, there's another building here. Do you know what it might be, you know? I'm pretty sure this is the medical college's research building. I mean, I've never been inside before, but still. So is that where Valerie is? It seems likely. Let's go and see. Aha. Ja, hallo ihr beiden. What? Look at that. Hallo Rufus. Governor General Rufus Alberea. Guess crossbones. The Governor General decided to roll up for a visit. Oh hell, why be so polite? We're looking right at the ringleader of those Ironbloods. Indeed, he's the primary member, and certainly has a lot of weight to throw around. That must be an Imperial Defense Force member besides him, or more accurately, a member of his own personal security detail. And the man with them is... That old guy is seriously jacked. He barely fits in that military uniform. That's the command of the Imperial Army, General van Dyck. Though until 2 years ago he was the principal of Seoul's military academy. What? Really? I heard that he had returned to the Imperial Army, but...
It was of no small relief to me to hear the news of His Majesty's waking. It is still too soon for us to breathe easy, of course, but I am glad all the same.
Indeed. His Majesty's doctors are working as hard as they can, but even with the most advanced medical care, the situation is dire.
I wish there was more we could do. But I suppose the rest is in Adios's hands. Though perhaps we should at least visit him. That may put my mind at ease.
Very well. Then allow me to escort you to the VIP ward.
Oh, treff mich bitte auf Van Dyck, ich mag den eigentlich sehr gerne. Wait, they're coming our way. This isn't good, we need to hide.
There you are. This way, all of you.
Ja, Lou. Huh? Grace, wait, isn't that? Okay, sie hat sich anscheinend ziemlich gut eingeschlichen. That's quite the look, Valerie.
We can talk later. Just come with me, if you don't want to be found, that is.
Na, schau mal, vielleicht ist sie die Tochter von Diana? After that, Valerie led Yuna and the others to another location, and they hid themselves away in a rarely visited corner of the hospital. Thanks for the bailout, Valerie. We knew we'd be able to find you somewhere around here, but didn't expect you to get all nurse naughty on us in the process. Alright, keep it in your pants. The staff here let me hide out with them the second I mentioned Linda. I figured I may as well fill in for her for her while she's still missing, that's all. I see, that makes sense. Linda, hopefully we can find her again soon, safe and sound. Well, not to break the mood, but thanks for helping me out of that jam too. The Governor General got all his cronies keeping eyes on me. Wouldn't do me any favors being found out now. Funny surprise running into you here though, Grace. I presume you came here via train or bus. Are you here to chase after one of your aforementioned scoops? Well, I guess you could put it that way. But after seeing who else showed up around here, I'd say I've got a pretty good lead. You mean Governor General Roosevelt and General van Dyck? I guess it doesn't get any more VIP than those two, huh? But why would they come to a hospital in Crossbell instead of one in the Empire itself? Both of them must have only just arrived by airship from Guerrilla Fortress, and they made a beeline straight for St. Ursula. Something must be afoot. They are here to visit a patient, one who finally woke up a few days ago. Someone very important to them, but not just to them, to the entire Empire of Erbonia. That's no exaggeration. Huh? Someone important to the Empire? It couldn't be.
Oh, you found them. Good work, Valerie.
Not a problem, Chief Nurse. Is this here? Long time no see, frantic as always, aren't you? Cecile Noyes.
Oh, you know me. Still, it's so wonderful to see the two of you again. And to the rest of Class 7. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Cecile Noyes, the chief nurse on staff here. I've heard all about you from Valerie and Lloyd.
You know the special support section then? Right, she's kinda like Lloyd's big sister in a way. The two of us are neighbors. We talked you'd gone to that convalescent home Ilya was transferred to. I'd been considering it, but Ilya ended up making the decision for me. Don't worry, I can finish up rehab just fine on my own. There's another patient who needs you much more than I do right now. She was really quite insistent. They don't call her the fervent dancer for nothing. That's Ilya for you, graceful as a swan, stubborn as a mule. So about this other patient, I'm getting rumors there too? Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, he asked me to show you to him once you arrived, which I'll be perfectly happy to do after the Supreme Command and Governor General are gone. How does that sound? Well, it sounds great to me. Lead the way, babe. Oh, das wird... Oh, geil. Ich hab Bock auf die Begegnung. Ja, ich wollte gerade sagen, der hat die doch wohl bemerkt. Der wird zurückkommen und da sehen und irgendwas Wichtiges zu uns sagen. Oh, jetzt wirklich wieder wach. May we come in?
Enter.
So it's true. Emperor Eugene III.
My sincerest welcome to you, Class 7 of Thor's Military Academy. You'll have to forgive my being underdressed, given this is a reunion of sorts.
Your Majesty, so you were here in Crossbell all along. We'd heard you still hadn't woken up from your coma. It's a blessing to see that isn't the case. What a relief. I've never been so happy to be proven wrong.
Yes. I'm grateful that Adios granted me the opportunity to meet with you again.
I wouldn't normally allow visitors for patients in his condition, but as this is a special case, you've got 10 minutes. Nurse Noyes, if anything happens, come fetch me at once. Yes, Dr. Zayland. What's her deal? Well, we can safely assume she's a doctor. Her name's Salient sounds familiar, but let's worry about that later. It's wonderful to see how well you've recovered, Emperor Eugene. Princess Alphen will be delighted to hear the good news.
Yes, although as you can see it hasn't been an easy journey. I've been briefed on the majority of what occurred while I was unconscious, about the start of the Great Twilight, about the death of my son, and the coming war with Calvard. No, the coming of our very end. Even knowing of its approach, I regret that I must leave this mess to you young men and women to resolve. As the Emperor of Erebonia, I formally apologize.
Please, there's no need to... Wait, what do you mean by that? You're saying you were aware of all of this was going to happen beforehand?
Correct. So it is written in the Black Records, passed down from one generation of the Imperial family to the next.
Father Thomas told us about them before, and I believe Instructor Wien was collecting them as well.
Yes. The records provide a rough chronicle of everything leading up to the Great Twilight, the Empire's dark history, stories of the Divine Knights, and the Dark Dragon. It also prophesies that a sacrifice would be made, and the path to the Graal would open.
I'm sorry. If only I had been stronger now, this would have happened. Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. Ash.
You are not to blame, Ash. The sin is not yours to bear. This has all been brought about by the Empire's curse. By that measure, both you and I are the same. What matters now is what follows. Until now, everything has gone according to the Chancellor and the Gnome's plan. But the Black Records stop where the Great Twilight begins. What happens next is a tale yet unwritten. There still remain paths that not even they could have foreseen, including the path you've chosen, Lady Mildine.
Oh. So you were already aware. What is that?
A document containing the whole truth as I am aware of it. The same truth I shared with your instructor. I am giving it to you in the hopes that you may find the third path that Olivert sought. When you have reunited with your instructor, find your own.
Your Majesty? Hey. Okay, der ist nur eingeschlafen. Okay, he's fallen asleep. He must have really been pushing himself. I called for Dr. Salient. A third pass, huh? No visitor's notice was then placed on the door of Emperor Eugene's hospital room. You and the others returned to the nurse's station with Dr. Salient soon afterward. There's shrapnel in his heart? That's right. He really should be resting right now, but they're insisting that we operate as soon as possible. We were initially called to the capital, but due to the scale of the surgery, we've had him transferred here. The operation will happen within 2 weeks' time. Considering his current condition, we estimate the success rate to be just shy of 30%. Yet despite his pain, he still found the strength to speak with us. What else he's trying a fool, acting all tough and... Ash. That reminds me, what did the letter say? It was mostly about the Black Records and the Curse of Erebonia. We already heard bits and pieces about it before, but I think it's all starting to come together thanks to this. The Curse of Erebonia. The annexation of North Ambria is just another consequence of it. But newsworthy as this all is, we can't just put out an article about it. See, the Emperor's stay here has become something of an open secret. We cover a story like that and we'll get slammed by the censors, or we're shut out on the streets. I see, but at least we're beginning to see the bigger picture here. Every one of these events is driving us closer and closer toward war. Nurse Cecile, do you have a moment? I wonder what this could be. Excuse me a second. I thought you'd left already.
The Governor General has, yes.
Ich wusste.
However, I realized I had one last matter to
Ich
speak
wusste.
with you. I will be perfectly frank. Will you allow me to speak with Class 7?
The man from earlier. I thought that voice sounded familiar. You must have realized we were here. You can let him in, Cecile. Really? Are you sure about this? Of course, we shouldn't have anything to worry about. Very well, right this way, sir.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, new Class 7. I do hope you'll forgive me for barging in like this. And if it isn't some of the old Class 7. My, how you've grown.
It's been too long, Principal van Dyck. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. We've heard much about you.
Come now, there's no need to be so nervous. I've wanted to meet all of you for quite some time. You all have fire in your eyes. That's good. You remind me of young Schwarzer when he was a student. It's truly a shame he could not be here with us.
Well, damn, someone's well informed. You were the Governor General earlier. You're the one in charge of the war with Calvert, so perhaps you know...
Unfortunately, I have no idea where he is. My role pertains solely to events on the surface, as per the orders of Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
The war with Calvert is now completely inevitable, and behind that is the 1,000-year-old curse on the Empire. But despite all of this, you're prepared to fulfill your duty?
I am. Such is what it means to be a soldier. Even if the coming war consumes the entire continent, even if it consumes the entire world, a soldier puts everything on the line for his country. Generals Craig and Vander hold the same convictions.
Uncle. That may be what drives a soldier. But we'll show you that Class 7 is different. Just like His Majesty said, we'll find our own path. I may not know where it leads, but I'm sure it starts with finding Instructor Yin. All we can do is have faith in ourselves and move forward as Class 7 and as students of Source. Exactly. We're not the type to be so easily dissuaded. Every step we take bears the hopes of His Majesty and all of our friends behind it. I'm certain those hopes will lead us to him. He's more than just the ancient chevalier. To us, he'll always be a member and instructor of Class 7. Honestly, it's a total crapshot whether or not this will actually get us anywhere, but if we do manage to get Schwarzer back, you can bet your ass we're not just leaving things to him afterwards. The load is all of ours to bear. We are finding us a way through this shitstorm, and we are doing it together. Well, would you look at that? You can see it on their faces, they mean it. Every word. Now you know, General, no. Principal van Dyck, this right here is the heart of Class 7.
3 years ago, the Prince came to me with an idea. A seed from which Class 7 would grow. But for it to have grown so determined, resilient, and strong, it has exceeded all my expectations. Speaking to you today has reminded me of that, and I am truly grateful. Members of Class 7, I implore you to find Schwarzer. I am sure you can save him, and together find this new path.
Right. Aber ich möchte, wenn wir Wien gerettet haben, dass die beiden sich auch nochmal treffen. Die hatten immer eine sehr interessante Dynamik. Afterward, General van Dyck left the hospital. Grace followed soon after, returning to the city. The group then prepared to set off and resume their task. Well, that went on far longer than expected, but I suppose it's no time wasted, so long as you found it worth the while. In any case, I have a lot of work I need to get back to. Right, we won't keep you any longer. Thanks again. And good luck with the operation. Not that you need to hear that is from me. Ash. As a matter of fact, I don't. A medical professional never gives up. No matter how distant the hope, we'll do whatever we can. Now then, I wish you all the best. Wow, now that's a doctor who's got it all. The other nurse and I will be assisting Dr. Sayland in any way that we can, so don't worry about the operation. We'll make sure he pulls through. Yeah, thanks. We'll leave him in your capable hands. Now then, shall we get back to work ourselves? Our next order of business is visiting the wetlands. Agreed. The area is flush with blue pleura grass, making it our best candidate for the singularity at present. If there were any places around here that scream singularity, that would probably be it. Be careful, guys. I'll stay behind to gather information, same as Luis and the others. Make sure Yuna and the others don't get into too much trouble for me, okay? You got it. New or old, we're all still part of Class 7 together. The wetlands of Lake Elm should be to the south of the hospital, down Ursula Road. Take care on your journey, okay? Alles klar. Entry Valerie. A student from North Ambria, she used to hold her classmate at arm's length, but has slowly started to open up to them. Und dann gehen wir doch mal Richtung Wetlands und dann auch Richtung, wie wir verstanden haben, wollen wir endlich mal Yunas Vater kennenlernen. Genau. Ich dachte so, ich wollte hier gucken, ob hier noch irgendwas ist, aber nee. Dann gehen wir wieder zurück zu